Hey, we're going to talk about Sinners, the Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan masterpiece.
Hey everyone, it's me, Sam, the producer, and you're watching the world's greatest comic book channel, the Council of Comics.
It was okay, right?
No, it was fire.
It was phenomenal. You're
my-
like sitting here, it was okay. Bitch, who are you talking to?
It was incredible.
First of all, what's that girl's name? Haley Stanfield?
Yes.
Steinfeld? Steinfeld. I love her. Love her. The minute she started talking about you know what and what was about to happen, I was like, winner! I love her. She's everything. She's my Hawkeye. She's my go-to girl. She's my girl Friday. She's my good Charlotte. She's all the things.
I like Michael B. Jordan in the flick.
I
he did a
thought
really
this
good
was
job.
the best that he's ever been.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. That says a lot because he was amazing in Black Panther.
So I have thoughts about Black Panther. Killmonger, I think, was a super well-written character, and he did okay. I'm not saying that he did bad.
Wow, he did okay. That's painful.
No, because it was such a well-written character, but there was times where like his delivery, it wasn't like I didn't believe him fully. It was a little like there wasn't enough behind it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
You mean the entire theme of right to power wasn't enough to carry it through you? We will have to do a separate review.
that was what was written for him. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was the role was perfectly written, and he didn't do a bad job. But there was just times where I'm gonna burn it all. It felt very like there wasn't enough behind it. I don't know how else to put it. Like it's not that like
Okay. Instead of backing over my feelings on the original Black Panther, let's just talk about this movie. He was great in this movie.
It was so believable. It was so believable just that he was playing two people.
Mm-hmm.
Usually when I get kind of scared in any movie when they're just like, oh, this guy plays, like a twin brother of himself. Sometimes it doesn't really translate well, but I thought he did a fantastic job.
I'm looking at you, Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I would compare it to that for sure.
Yeah.
Not only was he believable as one character, but two characters at the same time.
Three technically, if you count like the vampire version of, like, it's pretty much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He turns into a monster too.
One of them. Let's not ruin it for everybody.
Well, you know from the trailer that he turns.
We know from the trailer one of them does.
Yeah.
Right, we're not clear. By the way, the reflection in their freaking eyes, how amazing was that? I loved it.
Dude, I loved everything about that movie, and like everybody's like, "Oh, it's slow, it takes a while," and I'm like, "Yeah, so did From Dusk Till Dawn."
Yeah, masterpieces take a while, damn it.
And if it was just that, the whole like Robert Johnson Devil at the Crossroads thing, I would have been fine with that. But then the vampires came, and I'm like, this movie is like one of my new favorite movies. It was perfect. There's a lot that I want to say that I want to talk about, but I don't want to spoil anything.
Are we supposed to be doing spoilers or not doing spoilers?
No, you haven't. No.
I loved how the vampiric offering was very altruistic at first. Sinister, but altruistic. Like, just join us. Like, just think of all the benefits of just joining us.
Yeah, he was almost winning me over when he was.
Yeah, it was very
seductive.
seductive. It was very
so bad at
seductive.
all.
I wish I could be that persuasive with Joey. I got to tell you.
And if it weren't for the vampire, he wouldn't have known about the thing that happened at the end. I don't want to spoil it, because that was one of my favorite parts, and you should go in fresh. And if you're watching and you haven't seen it, you should see it, and you should go in fresh, because there was like a few things that happened. It was like, okay, that was fire.
Every movie plants seeds for the other acts. This one did it masterfully.
Yeah.
Like, Ryan Coogler brought everything and everyone to the table to make this movie.
He's solidifying himself as one of my favorite directors at this point, for sure. This movie was so refreshing. Like, I can't remember the last time I got this excited for a movie. Like, it just felt like new and original, and not like there's no source material for you to be like they did this wrong and they didn't do that, but they did this. You know what I mean? Like, it was perfect for me. I love vampire movies for one, but then the whole music aspect to it just made it feel like a new, like we've never seen this vampire movie, and it went beyond vampires too. It just the way it tied, Look, we're talking about 1932, right? In Mississippi, the Delta. Like, obviously, we're dealing with like Jim Crow, KKK. We're dealing with a lot of heavy stuff, but it never feels like it's like black versus white. Or obviously, like I said, there's aspects where you can't get around that, but like it doesn't feel like oh, white people bad, you know what I mean, black versus white. No, it was like good versus evil, and it was like, look at how music can just bring everybody together. It was such a thoughtful story. Like, this is why, like, Coogler is, I don't know, he can't miss right now for me. Like, and it's funny too, because I was saying before that this movie is better than anything that the MCU has done since Wakanda Forever for me, and that's, oh, look at that, another Ryan Coogler movie. So.
Which I love, but of course there are so many people who hate it. There's nothing I can say to them to unconvince them.
I don't even bother wasting my time with that anymore.
Hate what?
Wakanda Forever.
Oh, I thought you meant Sinners.
There's all sorts of terrible things they say about that movie. And I'm like, it's a really well done movie that's just not a Black Panther. I'm like, the only argument they can actually have is that it's not truly a Black Panther movie.
But it is, because Shuri should take, she took up the mantle in the comics, and this, like, given the circumstances too, the way they did it for me was
I thought
perfect.
it was wonderful. And as somebody who is all too intimate with grief, I was totally into the movie for what it was.
Dude, even in Sinners at the end, I almost cried.
That was a painful ending. Like, this movie made sure that it was about loss. Like, that was a big theme by the time end of the film. At the end of the film, it's like you and the main character are like this. Like, I like that. In the last scene, I'm grabbing a stranger in the movie theater, like,
I was by myself.
He's grabbing you back.
Row, and I was like,
yeah. No, it gives you the chest heaves.
Yeah.
The ending gives you the chest heaves. They really put you through it in every way possible.
yeah.
And that one woman and her husband, I won't spoil it, but you know what I'm talking about. She was like, if we have to die together tonight, we die together tonight. That was beautiful. Of course, I'm making it in a way that to not ruin the film, but
I would like to say that the movie's actually, even though it had all this like feeling and with like the terror, the actual horror of it, and all these moving scenes, it was actually really funny.
Yeah,
It's
funny
actually
parts,
really funny, like
It's a lot better before you shot me in the head.
like that. Oh god, I actually spoiled free. Never
Cornbread.
mind. Well, Cornbread in general was so funny, but
Delta Slim was funny too.
yeah. Oh my god, yeah. But yeah.
Even the soundtrack I've been listening to the soundtrack for the past 2 days. It's fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to that on the way home. Actually,
It makes you feel everything. It's so well done. The instrumentals, the actual music, just everything. Every choice is very deliberate.
Mm-hmm. If you liked, it's like you said, if you like From Dusk Till Dawn, you're gonna love this movie. It's just
unless you're one of those people who just think it's simply a Dusk Till Dawn remake.
It's not at all.
It's not at all, though.
No. The only reason I compare it to it is like for technicalities. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that it seems like it could be something else, and then halfway into the movie you're like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, and the fact that they're both vampire movies, but it's not. It's not a rip off or anything like that. It's its own thing.
We were talking about it. We were talking about it outside, and they're both they're the same premise, but what makes them so incredible are the styles of the directors.
Yes.
So Robert Rodriguez has a very specific style. Coogler has a very specific style, and that's what really makes the movie like something special.
Unique.
Right, and although it's the same premise, it's two unique stories.
Right.
It starts with a simple premise. It quickly starts diverging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the cinematography is so freaking amazing.
The scene where he starts in the juke joint when he starts singing and the ancestors and and then everything starts burning and then they to me that was the symbolism, like the way that he did that whole sequence.
So I saw it in an IMAX theater that shows you the movie like this, and then for special scenes it goes full screen. I want to find the IMAX theater where you see the entire thing full screen from beginning to end. That's the IMAX theater I want to find.
No, I think it's because only certain
he did it on purpose, right?
Well,
there's multiple versions of the film.
Yeah.
But to get the full IMAX,
right, you got to go to a full IMAX.
No, it has to be shot with an IMAX.
No,
camera.
watch his video. There is one version that's all IMAX.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just like,
I heard that he talked to Christopher Nolan directly.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, he talked to Christopher Nolan directly on how to shoot the film, and
because I'm just saying, at a certain point, you paid for the IMAX camera. Go to freaking town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I just spent $950,000 to rent something, let's film everything we got. Mm-hmm. But yes, I do believe he talked to Christopher Nolan on how to film it, so that way you know how to crop the scenes. So yeah. Anyhow, it's just but for what I saw, it was crazy. You know, when that dude is being dragged across the freaking sand, that in full blown IMAX is like leaves you like breathless because you're like, oh, it like feels like a ride. It's cool. I would love to see this in 40X.
I might go see it again.
I don't
If it
have it in
released
40X,
theaters.
but I would love to.
Highly recommended.
Oh, best
of the
movie this year, absolutely.
Better win awards,
It better.
or it's rigged.
Yep.
Miles
it's
Cantor,
definitely rigged.
that was his real, the actor that played Sammy. That was really him singing too, right?
Yeah.
Dude's
Yeah,
voice
everybody
is
brought it
crazy.
for this film. But yeah, everybody that Ryan Coogler brought on board for this, he hired the best for this film. Like he knew what he was doing. And choreography.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
And go get the VHS when it comes out.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get the Blu-ray. I don't know where, but I'll order it.
Well, we can always order the Blu-ray.
It better be a
And the
steelbook.
steelbook.
There is a steelbook.
Yeah, there better be a steelbook.
Instant
you know.
classic for me. It's up there.
Wouldn't it be great if they actually do a VHS edition?
That would be.
You
cool.
know,
would be
like
cool,
with
yeah.
like one of the
Retro.
remember the old raised ink, like just do a raised ink blood
That would be
coming.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. I like that. See, pay us for this.
All right. We're getting told to wrap it up. So I want to tell you about.
Wrap it up.
Go see it.
Go see the movie. It's really good. Take your own Joey with you.
The brightest day. Where are the heroes?